can see this gorgeous interface, right? And we spent a lot of time making sure that this software was not only good looking, but it's actually super easy to use for someone as technologically slow as myself. So guys, it's important for you to understand it was designed for marketers by marketers, okay? I built this for myself, and I can't stress how important this is. And it's really easy and intuitive to use. And that was something that I made sure about because I'm not really too technical. And I don't know about you guys, but I've had a lot of trouble using marketing software in the past. So for me, this had to be not only simple to set up, but easy to use on a daily basis. And so what you'll see here at the top, if I just click and drag, this is a list of all of your automated campaigns. So what it does is it separates your broadcasts, which are just one-time only, emails, from your automated campaigns. And guys, it keeps them all separate. You can track campaigns, emails, broadcasts, anything. It doesn't matter if it's your own products, if it's affiliate products, it makes no difference. And you can use Autoresponder analytics with any email provider, whether you use something like Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, Infusion, any of those systems, or even if you use your own self-hosted email software, Autoresponder analytics works for everything. And we're always adding more integrations non-stop. So if you look at the top right, excuse me, I'm losing my voice a little bit. You look at the top right, it gives you the daily statistics here for everything. It just takes all of the information and it just puts it here for you so you can see just at a glance how everything is doing. Now, you see these follow-up campaigns here. Let me just go through one of them, right? So you'll see here, if I click, and actually I'm just going to pause it here for a second. If I highlight here, you'll see here, this is an intensification series. It shows me the total number of conversions, the total revenue in this campaign. It shows me what the conversion rate is in this campaign and what's the lifetime customer value, how much every lead is worth. Okay, really cool, right there at your fingertips. Okay, so if I click this, what it's going to do is it's going to open up the individual campaign. Guys, is this pretty cool so far, right? So guys, what it's doing here is this particular campaign, okay? So this intensification series, it's giving you just a chart, which gives you just the graphical representation of all that information. And then here, it's giving you the daily statistics, just on this campaign alone, how many conversions, how much revenue, and what the conversion rate was. It also gives you these other statistics, the revenue per lead, which is the lifetime value, $52.46. But then it's also giving you the average time to conversion. It's telling you how many days it's taking an opt-in lead to turn into a buyer. Do you think that could help you, having that kind of information? Knowing that in this campaign, it's taking 41 days to turn into a buyer. Do you think that could help you? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, what it does here is the system is smart enough to know your best performing emails and the worst performing emails in the campaign. And so what it does here is it's going to score the emails based on conversions, conversion rate, and revenue. And so these emails I know are good, but these emails in this column are the worst ones. And so what I would do is I would go through these emails and start maybe rewriting them or putting new ones in instead, okay? So if we go here to the email list, it's going to give me a list of all of the emails in the campaign, okay? You'll see here it says that they're tracked, yes or no. They're all tracked. If I have a pixel selected so I can associate it with a product, now it tells me the number of clicks in the email, the click-through rate, and this comes from your email provider, okay? We just pull that information from your email provider. But what we also get is the number of conversions, the earning per click, how much each click is worth in that email, how much revenue this email has generated, the number of purchases, and the conversion rate from each email. How awesome is that, guys? Pretty sick. Now, this is where we're going to take it to a whole nother level. If your jaw isn't on the floor yet from this information, we're going to take it to a whole nother level here. You'll see here it says demographics. So this software actually will give you demographics in every campaign of your customers. Who's buying your products? We actually know who's buying them, how they're buying them, and where they're buying them from. So in this case, let's say I want to say, what's the best performing countries? So in this campaign, it's showing me these are the 3 best performing countries. It shows me these are the worst performing countries. It shows me how much I'm earning per click, how much I'm earning per lead, what the conversion rate is. Let's say I go to USA. What it's going to do is it's going to show me the 3 best performing states. It's going to show me the 3 worst performing states. Guys, are you doing any Facebook ads? Are you buying any ads on Facebook right now? Let me know in the chat box. Okay, we're seeing a lot of yeses, a couple no's, and yeses, no's. Okay, if you're doing Facebook ads, do you think this information could help you? Do you think this information would help you make more money from your ads if you knew where to target, where to advertise, and then where to cut out your ads? Of course. Of course. Of course. Here's where it gets even crazier. So we know the best performing countries, we know the best performing states, and we even know down to the city level. Guys, this is hyper targeting your customers. You can go back and then start really hyper targeting your advertising into these areas. But we also know how they're buying. We know what device they're buying on, whether it's an Android, whether it's Windows, iOS. We know what browser they're using to buy. We even know what kind of device, whether it's a tablet, mobile, PC. Do you think this can help you? We even know what provider, which email provider. Okay, now what we're working on is some artificial intelligence that's going to scan your email list and tell you, let's say, for example, you have 80% of your emails in Gmail, but Gmail is like very low here. It's going to tell you, hey, you have an inboxing problem in Gmail. You need to work on inboxing your emails in Gmail better. So we're working on some very crazy high-level, AI, if you will, for this particular software. So guys, this is what it does on the campaign level. In the broadcast level, it does very similar. All it's doing is it's separating the broadcasts separately, so they have their own little thing. Same numbers, same number of clicks. Click-through rate, conversions, earning per click, revenue, number of purchases, and conversion rate. And we're constantly adding new data points to this. So you're going to log in and you're going to constantly be seeing a lot more cool stuff. So let me show you how easy it is to create one of these things. Let's say you created a new product and you wanted to sell a new product to your list. You create a new pixel. You'll give it a name. Let's say I'll call it like new product. Let's see, November 17. Okay, I give it a price, let's say $997, and then I click generate. You'll see here it says tracking pixel generated. All I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste this, and I'm going to add this to my website. Usually you're going to add this to the page right after the purchase, which is mostly, for most people, the first upsell. And you'll just add that there. Boom. Now it's tracking that new product. If you want to track a new email, we already showed you how easy it is to do that. Super easy. You just fill in the name of the email, where it's going. Now this is really important. I want to show you this. I didn't show you this before. Okay, I'm going to assign a pixel to it. I'm going to click create. You'll notice that I'm sending people to google.com, right? Most tracking softwares, what they will do is they will redirect your link, this Google link, through their software. Now what our system does is it goes straight through Google, and all it's doing is it's adding some UTM codes to the end of the particular email. Let me show you this here, because I created a bunch of these emails today. Okay, you'll see here, google.com, you'll see it adds in all this extra stuff. And the reason that we did this is we thought ahead. So that way your emails will never get hit for spam because of these tracking links going through our website. I've seen this happen before for other tracking softwares because they were not designed to work with email. Okay, this is super, super, super important. So guys, how awesome is this so far? How awesome is this software? Can you see how this software gives you all the stats you need on your fingertips? Each of these campaigns, all the conversions, how much money a follow-up campaign makes you, what's the conversion rate. It does all these particular things. Super cool, right? And super, super easy to use.